Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. So early morning live stream while I'm doing some driving. Just decided to knock this video out and just kind of consolidate these two topics, man, and just talk about it in one little quick video. Kubrat Pulev is going to be taking on Bogdan Dinu. Pulev will be taking on Bogdan Dinu. That fight gonna be taking place March 23rd. It's gonna be on ESPN, man. And then you got Mariusz Wach will be fighting Martin Bakole Alunga. I believe that fight's April 6th. All right. So let me break down the Pulev versus Dinu fight. Now, last time you guys seen Bogdan Dinu, he was in the ring getting stopped by Jarrell Miller. Now, he did have some bright spots in that fight, man. He did have some bright spots in that fight, but we know how Jarrell Miller, how his style is. He likes to that's windshield wipers. He likes to put up the high guard, man, and wear you down. You know, Jarrell lets you, run your punch combination off. Then he likes to walk you down and rip you to the body. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Early, I thought Dinu, I was like, damn, we might see an upset, man, because of the way Dinu was having success getting his combinations off and moving. You know what I mean? He was using a good jab, throwing straight punches, circling, fighting the way that you should fight a guy like Jarrell Miller. You know what I mean? So, but with this fight with Pulev is a totally different fighter. We know his main asset, his main weapon is his jab. He has a terrific jab. Just a stiff ass jab, man. It's like it's just his best punch. You know what I mean? Thudding, nice jab. He even gave Klitschko a little bit of problems. I know Klitschko knocked him out, ended up stopping him, but some of his success in that fight was Klitschko he was kind of out jabbing Vlad, in my opinion. And that's when I thought Vlad decided to start leading with left hooks and right hands instead of just having a pure jabbing contest with Pulev. All right. So I definitely think Pulev has the advantage with the jab. And usually when Pulev is in there with guys that's going to move and not really engage with him too tough, Pulev becomes the aggressor with the jab, but he'll become the aggressor. I remember when he fought Dimitrenko, and I thought that Pulev turned it up on him because he just didn't have nothing to fear. You know what I mean? So I definitely don't think that he has anything to fear with Bogdan Dinu. Only thing I see Dinu doing, man, is, trying to wait it out a little bit and use his jab and circle. But shit, if Hughie Fury couldn't do it, and I think Hughie Fury is a way better outboxer than Bogdan Dinu, if he didn't really have success, and I know you can't go by the triangle theory, but if he couldn't have success, because to me he has better legs than Dinu and quicker hands. You know what I mean? So Dinu is damn near, in my opinion, he's like the diet version or watered down version of Hughie Fury when it comes to fighting in that style. You may argue he has a little bit more power, a little bit more pop in his punch than Fury, but kind of fighting the same style. I've seen Dinu get aggressive with guys, but again, that's against lower opposition, guys that he has no fear against, and guys that he's willing to fight straight downhill. All right, so I see Pulev possibly getting a stoppage. I think he will be aggressive with his jab, and he just won't stand on the outside, but I think he will pick his spots with his jab and find homes for his right hand. All right, now Dinu goes in there and he tries to move and make Pulev miss, try to do his replica of Kevin Johnson. I know that Pulev went in there and beat Johnson by points easily, but you know how Kevin Johnson likes to fight, want to make you miss, give you the shoulder, fight with his hands down, so on and so forth. But I don't see Dinu doing that, man. I see him going in there, and and like I said, trying to run off combinations and circle. I just don't think it'd be enough. You know what I mean? So I see Pulev winning this. Man, I want to. Jarrell has a different style though, so I can't necessarily say it's going to be by stoppage. But I believe if Pulev gets aggressive, man, I think he can start busting Dinu up. You know what I mean? Because Dinu didn't look all. Now he looked great. No, I ain't gonna say great, but he looked pretty decent against Miller, going off his back foot when he was running combinations off, and Miller was only just having his guard up. Now, how will he fare trying to move going backwards when there's a jab in his face. You know what I mean? So it's going to be something new for him going into this fight. But I'm picking Pulev to pretty much dominate this fight, man. And who knows? You know, Tyson Fury, it was confirmed by the WBC. I seen on Twitter yesterday. We'll see how, if it carries out and if it really happens that Fury is not facing Wilder next immediately, as what was reported yesterday by the WBC. I can see Pulev, since he's on ESPN now, you know what I mean? I can see him possibly getting a fight with Hughie Fury. I mean, not Hughie, but I'm sorry, Tyson Fury. All right? So, and we know that, you know, Pulev has the IBF situation going on for himself as well, but after he beat Hughie Fury. All right? So, the next fight, Mariusz Wach versus Martin Bakole Ilunga. Last time we saw Martin Bakole Ilunga, he was in there with Michael Hunter Jr. I actually picked Bakole to win that fight. I didn't think that it'd be anything easy, you know what I mean? But I think Bakole was, I think he got caught off guard with Michael Hunter's tenacity, his awkwardness, and his hand speed, and his power too. I thought Bakole, from the outside looking in, man, it seemed as if he thought he was going to go in there and just overwhelm Michael Hunter with his size and with his power, you know what I mean? And it didn't go his way, you know what I mean? But that was a pretty good, entertaining fight. You know, it's not like he went in there and got dominated. That was a pretty good, entertaining fight. They were both hurting each other. Then we know Hunter got the, ended up getting a stoppage late in the fight. But that was a good fight, man. It wasn't like he went in there and didn't, you know, put up a good account for himself, but he came up short. And we know that these boxers, you know, it's not about brownie points and almost and coulda, woulda, shoulda. You know what I mean? It's about getting the victory. All right, but so I'm curious to see. Bakole hasn't been in the ring since that fight. So, and I believe they fought October of 2018. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I'm doing this off the top of my head. I believe they fought in October of 2018. So it's been a little bit, you know, it's been a while since he's been in the ring, man. So hopefully his, you know, he didn't balloon up in weight. Hopefully he comes in a good shape. Mariusz Wach, durable, big, durable and big. You know what I mean? Does have a decent right hand when he can let it go. He was able to land it on Jarrell, but again, you know, we know Jarrell's style is to, you know, accept punches sometimes. But I've seen Mariusz Wach put Christian Hammer to sleep with a right hand. So even though that was a while ago, it was a long time ago, but still, man, still giving, you know, still in the back of your head though that this dude can lay you out. You know what I mean? Went the distance with Vladimir Klitschko. Just a big, durable dude, man. He's coming into this fight on a 2-fight losing streak. His last fight was split decision loss to Arthur Spilka, and he also lost to Jarrell Miller. You know what I mean? So, to me, it's still a tough fight for Bakole, man. I think he needs to not go in there and try to do this thing where he's trying to go in there and just overwhelm Mariusz Wach, because I don't think that's going to work. I've really never seen nobody go in there and just overwhelm him to the point and try to get him out of there early. I know Jarrell Miller was having success busting him up, you know what I mean, later on as the fight went on. Povetkin ended up getting a late stoppage against him. So he's not the easiest guy to go in there and try to just overwhelm like that. So I think Bakole needs to take his time, use his speed, because he will be faster hand speed wise against Wach. Try to put some combinations together, you know what I mean, and just move. Try to stick and move, and if you win the decision, hey man, you win the decision, you know what I mean. If the knockout presents itself, then of course go in there and try to get the knockout. As they always say, you don't get paid for overtime in boxing, you know what I mean. But if trying to go in there and overwhelm a smaller guy, and I know that Hunter had, you know, some advantages over Mariusz Wach being a smaller guy, quicker hands, awkward, you know, he had some different problems that he posed to Bakole, but I think that Wach is the perfect opponent for Bakole, because one, I think it's a confidence builder if he can go in there and get this victory coming off a loss against Hunter, go in there and beat somebody like Wach, who pretty much you know, has losses to notable guys, you know. But I think sticking and moving to be his best bet, and I've seen Bakole do that in some of his fights. Good left hook to the body, you know, but sometimes he goes in there and try to fight in this Terminator style where he tries to just get you out of there and overwhelm you. But I think he has the skill set to beat Mariusz Wach, man. So I'm expecting him to bounce. You know, at first I was picking Wach by the upset, but I'm gonna go with Bakole, man. I'm gonna go with Bakole in this fight. Wouldn't surprise me if Wach wins. or is able to somehow pull this out, if he goes in there and you know, maybe Bakole goes in there and tries to huff and puff and blow his house down, you know, meaning going in there and throwing combinations and trying to have a fight at a fast pace, and he can't get him out of there, maybe he tires himself out like he did in the fight with Hunter, and who knows, maybe Wach wins the decision. But I'm gonna go with Bakole. I'm assuming that he learned a lot, that him and his trainer learned a lot from that Hunter fight. They were right there. They're in position to win the fight, just couldn't get it done, ran out of gas. Hunter showed that heart, got him up out of there. You know what I mean? But I think he'll fight a smart fight. I think he'll fight at a measured pace. And I'm going to go with Bakole to bounce back and beat the old durable veteran and Mariusz Wach. All right, so I got Pulev beating Dinu, and I got Bakole bouncing back, getting a victory over Mariusz Wach. All right, quick little live stream, consolidated both of these fights into one video. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section, man. I'm gone. Till next time. Peace.